Hi, my name is Allison Lee, and this is my data overview for Cleveland Elementary School in Fayette County, completed in the summer of 2015 for the current faculty and staff.
Hi. The purpose of this data overview is to present the demographics and CRCT data of students at Cleveland Elementary in Fayette County from 2011 to 2014 to identify data, trends, strengths, and weaknesses. The contents of this data overview include demographic data, CRCT data, and then trends, strengths, and weaknesses. The demographic data that will be reviewed include enrollment data, subgroup data, race and ethnicity data, and then the current trends. This graph shows the enrollment of students from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary School. There was a slight increase in student enrollment, and then a slight decrease in student enrollment. But overall, there was not a major significant change in student enrollment at Cleveland Elementary School. This graph shows the percentage of student subgroups from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary School. If you look at the limited English proficient students, it stayed about the same. And then if you look at the eligible for free and reduced meal students, it has gradually increased over the last 3 years. Students with disability has also gradually increased, and there are no migrant students at this time. This graph shows the comparison of the school to district free and reduced students. From 2011 to 2014, the percentage of students in both the school, Cleveland Elementary, and the district, Fayette County, have increased from 2011 to 2014. This graph shows the overall student population at Cleveland Elementary School from 2011 to 2014. The percentage of Asian students increased from 6% to 7% and has stayed there. The percentage of Black students has increased from 16% to 17% to 28% over the last 3 years. The percentage of Hispanic students has increased from 13% to 16% to 17%. Native American and Alaskan Native students has decreased from 1% to 0% and stayed at 0%. The population of white students has decreased from 59% to 54% to 44%. And multiracial students has decreased from 5% to 4% and stayed at 4%. This graph shows a comparison of Cleveland Elementary School to Fayette County and the percentage of Black students being enrolled. From 2011 to 2014, there has been a gradual increase of Black student enrollment in both Cleveland Elementary School and Fayette County schools. Here are the demographic trends. The percentage of students that qualify for free and reduced meals at Cleveland Elementary and in Fayette County have continuously increased over the last 3 years. The percentage of Black students at both Cleveland Elementary and in Fayette County have increased continuously over the last 3 years. This is what we'll review in the CRCT data. We will look at 3rd grade reading and math CRCT data, 4th grade reading and math CRCT data, 5th grade reading and math CRCT data. We'll identify trends, strengths, and weaknesses. And while you're looking at the graphs, CRCT ratings are as follows. Exceeding scores are 850 and above. Median scores are 800 to 849. And does not meet scores are 848 and below. This graph shows the percentage of students on the 3rd grade CRCT reading from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary School. The percentage of students that did not meet have declined from 2011 to 2014 and stayed at 0%. The percentage of students that met in the 3rd grade CRCT reading increased from 30.7% to 43.5% and slightly decreased to 41.9%. The percentage of students that exceed in the 3rd grade CRCT reading decreased from 67% to 56.5%, and then slightly increased to 58.1%. This graph shows the comparison of Cleveland Elementary School and Fayette County schools in the percentage of students meeting and exceeding on the third grade VRCT reading from 2011 to 2014. At Cleveland Elementary, the number of students meeting and exceeding on the third grade CRCT reading increased from 97.7% to 100% and has stayed at 100%. In the district, Fayette County, the percentage of students that meet and exceed on the third grade CRCT reading decreased from 99.3% to 99% and increased to 99.5%. This graph shows the percentage of students on the third grade CRCT math from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary School. In 2011 and 2012, the percentage of students that did not meet increased from 12.4% to 18.7% in 2012-2013 and decreased to 14.9% in 2013-2014. The percentage of students that met on the third grade math CRCT decreased in 2011-2012 from 32.6% to 31.9%, and then decreased more to 31.1% in 2013-2014. The percentage of students that exceeded on the CRCT decreased from 55.9% in 2011-2012 to 49.5% in 2012-2013, but increased to 54.1% in 2013-2014. This graph shows the comparison of Cleveland Elementary to Fayette County and the percentage of students meeting and exceeding on the third grade math CRCT from 2011 to 2014. At both Cleveland Elementary and in Fayette County, the percentage of students decreased in 2012-2013 and increased in 2013-2014 on the third grade CRCT math. This graph shows the percentage of students on the fourth grade CRCT reading from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary School. The percentage of students that did not meet in 2011-2012 decreased from 3.5% to 2.1%, but then increased back to 3.5% in 2013-2014. The percentage of students that met increased from 24.4% to 39.4%, and then to 40.7% in 2013-2014. The percentage of students that exceeded on the fourth grade CRCT reading decreased from 70.1% in 2011-2012 to 58.5% in 2012-2013, and decreased more to 55.8% in 2013-2014. This graph shows the comparison of Cleveland Elementary to Fayette County and the percentage of students meeting and exceeding on the fourth grade CRCT reading from 2011 to 2014. In 2011-2012, both Cleveland Elementary and Fayette County increased in the percentage of students meeting and exceeding in 2012-2013. However, they both decreased in the percentage of students meeting and exceeding in 2013-2014. This graph shows the percentage of students on the fourth grade CRCT math from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary School. The percentage of students that did not meet on the fourth grade CRCT math in 2011-2012 was 3.5%. It increased to 6.5% in 2012-2013 and increased again to 9.4% in 2013-2014. The percentage of students that met on the fourth grade CRCT math decreased from 51.8% in 2011-2012 to 40.2% in 2012-2013, and then slightly increased to 42.4% in 2013-2014. The percentage of students that exceeded on the 4th grade math CRCT increased from 44.7% in 2011-2012 to 53.3% in 2012-2013, but decreased to 48.2% in 2013-2014. This graph shows the comparison of Cleveland Elementary to Fayette County and the percentage of students meeting and exceeding on the 4th grade CRCT math from 2011 to 2014. The percentage of students meeting and exceeding at Cleveland Elementary has continuously decreased from 2011 to 2014. However, in Fayette County, the percentage of students that meet and exceed on the 4th grade CRCT math increased from 2011-2012 to 2012-2013, and then slightly decreased in 2013-2014. This graph shows the percentage of students on the 5th grade CRCT reading from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary School. In 2011-2012, the percentage of students that did not meet on the 5th grade CRCT reading was 0%. It increased to 1.2% in 2012-2013, and then decreased again to 0%, not meeting in 2013-2014. The percentage of students that met on the 5th grade CRCT reading decreased from 62.1% in 2011-2012 to 43.5% in 2012-2013, and then slightly increased to 44.1% in 2013-2014. The percentage of students that exceeded on the 5th grade CRCT reading increased from 37.9% in 2001-2012 to 55.3% in 2012-2013, and then increased a little more to 55.9% in 2013-2014. This graph shows the comparison of Cleveland Elementary to Fayette County on the percentage of students meeting and exceeding on the 5th grade CRCT reading from 2011 to 2014. Cleveland Elementary decreased in the percentage of students meeting and exceeding in 2011-2012 to 2012-2013, but then increased back to 100% of meeting and exceeding in 2013-2014. The percentage of students in the district increased from 2011-12 to 2012-2013 and stayed at the same percentage, 99.8% in 2013-2014. This graph shows the percentage of students on the 5th grade CRCT math from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary School. The percentage of students that did not meet increased from 2011 to 2012 from 0% to 2.3% in 2012-2013, but decreased to 2% in 2013-2014. The percentage of students meeting on the 5th grade CRCT math decreased from 57.4% to 39.1% in 2012-2013, and increased to 43.6% in 2013-2014. The students that exceeded on the 5th grade CRCT math increased from 2011-2012 from 42.6% to 58.6% in 2012-2013, but then slightly decreased to 54.5% in 2013-2014. This graph shows the comparison of Cleveland Elementary to Fayette County and the percentage of students meeting and exceeding on the 5th grade CRCT math from 2011 to 2014. At Cleveland Elementary, the percentage of students in 2011-2012, which was 100%, decreased to 97.7% in 2012-2013, and slightly increased to 98% in 2013-2014. In the district, 98.7% of students were meeting and exceeding in 2011-2012, increased to 99.1% in 2012-2013, but slightly decreased to 98.9% in 2013-2014. Here are some CRCT trends that were identified. In 3rd grade, on the CRCT Reading and Math, scores have increased from 2012 to 2013 at Cleveland Elementary and in Fayette County. On the fourth grade CRCT reading and math, scores have decreased from 2012 to 2013 at Cleveland Elementary and in Fayette County. On the fifth grade CRCT reading and math, scores did not show any trends from 2011 to 2014 at Cleveland Elementary and in Fayette County. Third grade strengths were identified. 100% of students met and exceeded for third grade CRCT reading at Cleveland from 2012 to 2014. More than 81% of students met and exceeded for third grade CRCT math at Cleveland from 2011 to 2014. Fourth grade strengths were identified. More than 96% of students met and exceeded for fourth grade CRCT reading at Cleveland Elementary from 2011 to 2014. More than 90% of students met and exceeded for fourth grade CRCT math at Cleveland Elementary from 2011 to 2014. Fifth grade strengths were identified. More than 98% of students met and exceeded for fifth grade CRCT reading at Cleveland Elementary from 2011 to 2014. 100% of students met and exceeded for fifth grade CRCT math at Cleveland Elementary in 2011-2012 and in 2013-2014. Here are some weaknesses that were identified. Fewer students are exceeding each year on the fourth grade CRCT reading assessment at Cleveland Elementary. More students do not meet each year on the fourth grade CRCT math assessment at Cleveland Elementary. Discussion. Have demographic changes influenced the shift in student achievement? What goals need to be set to increase student achievement in fourth grade? How can Cleveland Elementary implement technology to strengthen student achievement? And how can Cleveland Elementary meet the needs of increasing minority and low socioeconomic students?